Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. I was trying to play my United States save, and unfortunately, this is it seems to be corrupt. Every time I load it, the game crashes. So we're gonna have to play a new one. I wanted to do a full playthrough, but it's rather unfortunate. How about United States again? No, let's not do that. Let's play somebody else. Let's try Australia. Why not? The religion is Christian. 91, oh, is that right? 91% of are more religious than the United States is? Seems kind of crazy. Wouldn't have expected that. Let's try it. We apparently no term limit in this one. Hurricanes, no earthquakes there. Compulsory voting, monarchy. It's an interesting setup. So we'll just leave the defaults. And as far as parties go, I will be the... So there's one that's like a Stalin or like totally overbearing and I'm gonna be the popular front, I guess. Is there like the unpopular front? We'll call the enemy Jehovah's Party, sure. Yeah, just leave it as is. Yeah, so sorry about that. I don't know why it stopped working. I really did want to finish that playthrough, but I feel kind of strange just playing it again. All right, so there's only one real drawback to this game, and that's that it is basically the same thing in every single country. And it does also seem like there's like a proper way to play. There's like basically two ways that you can play this game. One is you play like the way that makes everything better, and then two is that you just do everything wrong for fun. And then once you've done both playstyles, you're kind of done. And that's my only real criticism of the game. But organized crime is at a high, so we need to look at that. We have 26 political capital, just like when we were the US. Not much debt, though. Not much of a surplus, though, either. We have pollution. An uncompetitive economy. Homelessness. An asthma epidemic, alcohol abuse, and then organized crime. Okay, so where to begin? Well, we'll take the low-hanging fruit, like usual. What is the low-hanging fruit, anyway? Food stamps! No. Actually, food stamps might not be a bad idea. Biofuel subsidy costs a little bit. Just takes 2/4. This could be good for stuff. Well, I wonder, can we do the thing we did in the US, like enact the death penalty? Narcotics are outlawed. That doesn't seem fair. Do we have the death penalty? Police force. Where's it? Do we even have a death penalty? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Introduction cost 50 capital. Yes. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Should have skipped that turn. Debt protection law. See, this is where, like, yeah, the game's fun one time, but then all these things are like the same thing. Yeah, we'll limit that thing. We had a surplus of 7.7 billion. Pretty good. Only 24% of people intend to vote for me. We're gonna need to work on that. But first, we're gonna do the death penalty. It just seems like the right thing to do. And it's popular with voters. Death penalty for most crime. Violent crime will go down. Let's get rid of crime. I think that's going to take care of organized crime for us. Or at least help out. And that's basically all we can do this turn. People smuggling. Sure, they can stay. Alright. Now we get 35%. People love the death penalty. They're so happy about the death penalty. They're just like, yes, kill us. Kill people. And then the religious thing, there's always that. Get rid of that nonsense. Yeah, I've got to spend some. Okay, let's like really look into this homelessness thing, because I had this issue with the United States playthrough also, and I'd really like to not have that problem. So the causes are poverty and unemployment. Unemployment is the primary cause of homelessness. That makes sense. Unemployment is primarily caused by the GDP. So you're saying the GDP increases unemployment? Why does increased GDP increase unemployment? That doesn't really make sense to me. Just because we're making more stuff. Okay, that's really the only cause. See how, when you look at it, the only green one going toward it is the GDP. Okay, so let's do increase some of the things that reduce it. Police force, prisons, gambling, state health service, state schools, road building. That would help reduce unemployment, costs a lot of money. Increases car usage, increases the overall motorist, bad for environmentalists. Okay, not that one then. What else? Military spending. We could make a military for our nation. No, I'm not going to do that. I pretty much have to like rely on either the ones that are already over here or introduce something new. One thing I wish you could do is actually see like what the effects are before you introduce it. I don't know why they don't let you do that. A food standards agency would probably curb unemployment slightly. It doesn't cost very much. Let's try it. Nope, doesn't do anything for it. Awesome. Do we want to piss off the farmers? Let's piss off the farmers. Food standards, what was that? That was a... Biofuel subsidies is very popular. Let's do that. Farmers will like us again. Oil demand going down. I'm still not 100% sure how that affects things, but... we could just do this and get like all the good of it and none of the bad of it. Let's do that. Where's oil? I want to find oil. Where's the one that looks like oil? Somebody tell me, quickly. It's going to be not under tax. It's probably under economy. It's probably tied to GDP. Where's oil? Oil price. Oil demand, oil supply. Okay. Our demand for oil comes from industry. So the demand for oil is caused by cars. That makes sense. Oil demand is also increased by GDP. It's reduced by the global economy. Overall, it affects the oil price. Okay, the oil price affects GDP. Higher oil price makes the GDP better, which increases unemployment somehow. Motorists apparently like higher oil price. What? Okay. Oil supply is just affected by the year. Okay. Think we're making progress here. Let's prevent race discrimination, I guess. That's generally a good thing. And I like that. I'm actually leaning towards this one. Let's do like, just get the positives from it. None of the negatives. Liberals will like it, ethnic minorities will like it, and I don't actually have to do anything or spend like any money. Sounds good. Let's try that. And we'll go to the next turn. We've got a Nobel Prize. Awesome. Increased GDP and increased Patriots, Liberals, and Patriot membership. Awesome. Global economy's tanking, because it always does. Our interest rate's really low, which is good. Relative GDP is going up, so I'm assuming that means like our GDP relative to the global economy or something. Who knows? 31 points. Yeah. Pollution's on its way down. Uncompetitive economy's about the same. We need to get our productivity up. No, sorry, that's backwards. Uncompetitive economy causes our corporate taxation increases uncompetitive economy. Productivity decreases it. So we need to increase productivity. How do we increase productivity? Getting rid of alcohol consumption. So these two are kind of tied together. Let's get rid of alcohol abuse. Apparently cost me a lot of money too. Okay, alcohol consumption is the leading cause of that thing. Makes sense. Let's just hover over it. I need to use the hover over thing more often. Okay, so poverty leads towards alcohol abuse. Alcohol consumption obviously leads to alcohol abuse. The police force decrease it, so we could do that. We could also, I think, it doesn't show it here, but I can introduce a tax on alcohol. Is it not done yet, or does it cost too many points? Maybe I already have it. Sales tax, corporate, property, that'll be fuel, petrol, capital gains, tobacco, oh, that's right there. Alcohol tax. So alcohol tax is going to reduce consumption but also increase poverty. So if I try to tax alcohol to get rid of the problem, poverty will go up, which is bad because poverty leads towards unemployment and homelessness. So I think taxing alcohol might not be the right way. How about we police it? We'll police our way out of alcohol. Crank it. No crime allowed. Alcohol abuse goes down. Unemployment goes down. State employees' income apparently gets better. It really just costs money, but it's good in every way. So let's do that. And can we introduce another law and order thing that will help it out? Like community policing, I think, was another one that's pretty good. That is good. Reduces crime, reduces violent crime, reduces racial tension, and reduces alcohol abuse. Yeah, sounds good. And it also doesn't really cost very many points. Okay, so that'll probably take care of the alcohol abuse problem, which will help out with getting rid of the productivity problem here. The uncompetitive economy because of lack of productivity. Got it. Okay, good. We're good. How about organized crime? Gambling. Oh, we have gambling apparently. No restrictions on gambling. Really influences organized crime. We could piss off the religious people even further and reduce unemployment by cranking this up. Organized crime. Reduced by intelligence services. Reduced by wiretapping. It's actually reduced by legalized prostitution. We have legalized prostitution already? Sweet. Conservatives hate it. Liberals and GDP go up. Religious people organized. Let's crank it. So what is the so it's apparently going from low to maximum, whatever that means. Yeah, just do it. Sounds good. So apparently prostitutes are welcome here. I did not know that about Australia. Is that true? Armed police. This is another great way to reduce crime. Just in general, give them a submachine gun. Liberals will hate it. Let's see, how many liberals are there? Half the population. Kinda can't really go that far then. Gambling is fine. Handgun laws. I'm pretty happy with that turn. Let's see how we do. A royal scandal. The GDP is actually going down. A prominent member of the royal family has unfortunately made a comment that could be considered racist. The comment was overheard by press photographers and is causing a scandal. Nobody expects the government of the day to openly criticize the monarch. It would likely lead to major constitutional difficulties. It would be considered deeply unpatriotic. We could issue a statement to the effect that the phrase was taken out of context and off the record and clearly does not represent the views of the royal family, or we'll support them. We'll still have that surplus. Unemployment's still pretty bad. GDP's actually going down. Come on, I just increased prostitution. Should totally go up. Okay, what else can we introduce that's going to help? Consumer rights. Sure. Apparently we're going to hurt. No matter what, it's going to cost me something. So that one wasn't really the best choice. Well, lowering GDP would help out with unemployment, but that's not really a good way to play, I think. Let's just put it in the middle. Or I could backtrack. I'm going to backtrack just to see what happens. I think I just spent a bunch of points. Yeah, I did. I hate that. Why won't it let you see the darn things before you enable it? Ah! Alright, it's time for a little break. I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you again soon.